I am very pleased. I need you all to understand the honor and pleasure that I have. I kid you not. So here is the deal. I am very fortunate to have access to some amazing like local celebrities. Like all jokes aside. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of times you all might not always know the mover, the shaker, the person behind the scenes who's making stuff happen. I do, and there's one sitting right next to me. I have had the pleasure of serving with her on boards, seeing her all throughout the community. Everywhere I look, if I say her name, they're like, "Oh yes, Linda Melton." She has. I've seen her host seminars and sessions, and I've seen her passion. Interesting. To really connect with the community, which is interesting enough because her title is the Community Outreach. I was going to say coordinator, community outreach officer at Fulton Bank, and she has a background with SunTrust. We're going to let Linda, please tell us about the history that got you even into banking and to where you are now, to helping us understand what exactly is a community outreach officer.
So my background, I won't tell you when I finished school, but when I finished school, I was a business major. I'm a mighty, mighty Trojan, and I sat high above the Appomattox. And I was a business major. When I finished Virginia State, I had 3 job offers. One I don't remember what it was. The other was at Tall Hammers, so that kind of gives you a hint as to how old I am. And and Christina is nodding her head.
That's also a sign of how prestigious your offers were. That was no small organization.
And the other was at United Virginia Bank.
Oh.
And as all graduates want to do, they go, well, I want to go where the money is. So during the time when the earth was cooling, I made $11,000 a year, and I went to United Virginia Bank. And at that time, I checked several boxes. I was a female. I was black. I was a college grad. And so my banking career began. And I stayed at United Virginia Bank while it became, let's see, first it was UVB, then it was Crestar.
Oh, I remember Crestar.
Yeah, okay. And when it was Crestar, I actually left. And I was gone for 6 years. And when I came back, it was SunTrust. And so in my between time, I left retail banking and I transitioned into mortgage banking, and I was a mortgage banker for 31 years.
Wow.
And then Fulton Bank came a knocking.
Come on, Fulton Bank. Come on through with the knocking.
And I accepted the position as community outreach officer. So, I think one of the things that people have to realize is sometimes you have to take these steps. And so all of my experiences in retail banking and in mortgage banking, along with the other stuff that I did along the way, prepared me for the job as community outreach officer. Mm-hmm. So what do? I do podcasts with Shirley Crawford.
Well, glad to have you.
I teach financial literacy.
I have experienced that.
I teach first-time home buyer education.
Oh, we haven't had you do that here yet. Okay. Yeah. Duly noted, y'all. I'm making a note. So if you're home going, I really need that. Don't you worry. We're going to get here at the center. Y'all just hold on.
So, and I teach people about credit. I teach people about money management, debt. All of those things, and the fun of it is I get to meet people like Shirley. I get to serve on boards with people like Shirley. Virginia State's
that's
Reginald
right.
F. Lewis School of Business.
That's right. We support it.
Board, and so I get to meet a lot of people. I get to find out a lot about what makes people tick, what keeps them awake at night. Why do they have some of the hardships that they have? And sometimes I know the answers, and sometimes I just say, well, let's put that on the parking lot and we'll talk about that later. So, being a community outreach officer is really just being in the community, finding out what the needs of the community are, while also thinking about, as Fulton has 4 pillars. We have a Fulton Forward initiative, and those 4 pillars are home ownership, financial literacy, workforce development, and diversity, equity, and inclusion.